Hey, and welcome to IAmJustGaying, the podcast where two best friends spill the tea, share the laughs, and celebrate all things queer life, love, and joy. I'm Hernando del Castillo, coming from sunny Miami, Florida.
And I'm Rahshek Darnell, holding it down in Washington, D.C. We've been besties for over 20 years, and we're here to share our stories, your stories, and everything in between.
So grab your headphones, pour out your drink, and settle in for a good laugh because we're just gay, and so are you.
All right. Welcome back to the I Am Just Game podcast, episode 9. If you have not noticed, this will be our music episode. This episode is called Rhythms of Pride, the soundtrack of Black and Latinx queer joy.
Yeah.
So, welcome. Last episode was with our very own dear friend, Paula Boykin. That episode was called Serving Community when it played at a time where Paula, the founder of Paula's Kitchen Mission, came on to celebrate just humanity, really. Fantastic conversation with Paula. If you have not listened to that episode, I would highly encourage you to go and do so. Check it out on all of our platforms. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as well as YouTube. And that episode was part of our celebration of Women's History Month. So we really appreciate Paula for coming on. And we so appreciate and value all the women in the world because they run the world.
They run the world, right? Girls.
All right. So, as we said at the top of this episode, by the way, that was Everybody Dance, Neil Rogers' song. And that song is one of many songs that you'll hear on this episode as we voyage through, the rhythm in our life.
The rhythm in our lives, baby. We're going through stages. We're going through our stages.
Absolutely. So we wanted to bring this episode, one, because music is a great connector, and two, we wanted to bring some joy and levity to everything that is going on. And then the third part is because music is a force of liberation. It's a force of healing and, of course, celebration, especially in Black, Latinx, and Brown communities, in the LGBT plus community. I mean, we have things from house music, deep roots in Black queer culture, to the influence of the LGBTQ plus artists in reggaeton, hip hop, and R&B. So this episode truly will explore how music has shaped queer identity and joy, both our own, and hopefully we hear from you all of how it has shaped yours. So with that, we are going to kick things off. As I get things set up, do you want to introduce your first song here, Mr. Hernando del Castillo?
My first song, we're doing
Dive.
Dive in the Pool. Man. I mean, I guess you guys will know Dive in the Pool more about. I never knew it as Dive in the Pool. I knew it as like when I heard that song, all I hear is Let's Get Soaking Wet. So if you're queer, you've seen Queer as Folk. And who hasn't seen Queer as Folk, honestly? The American version, because I grew up on that. You hear the background of tin 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 tin. I walked into my first gay club, the Coliseum in Fort Lauderdale, and I heard that song, and I was like, oh, "This is just like the movie. I've arrived. I belong here forever. I need to be in this club every day." And so, Paper Mache was amazing, and she did it. This Black artist she gave soul to that song, to that bad beat. She gave that soul, she gave it that Come on now. Everybody, come on to the pool. You know, like I felt like I wanted to go to the pool. So I love Let's Get Down to the Pool. I love it.
Right, I don't want to get us in trouble, so we're at 29 seconds.
Yes, baby.
But yeah, no, if you all want to party and dance and rock out more, we will, when we upload this episode, we will find a way to actually download the songs that we have to a playlist, both on Spotify and Apple Music. And I'm assuming YouTube probably has a similar playlist. Actually, YouTube would probably be the best because you get to see the videos, the visuals, as they say, behind them. So yeah, so definitely look for that. So I will queue up my song as I am doing that. So this one, I mean, I think I'm not going to say the title. I'll just give the description. So this is truly a disco anthem. It's considered one of the first unapologetically queer songs to break into mainstream, if you will. The artist was a flamboyant Black gay man with an amazing falsetto that could shatter glass. And the wardrobe was just amazing.
Yeah.
The message to the track became an affirmation for queer folks to live out loud, authentically, and without shame. And so with that, we're going to dive in.
Feeling real, mighty royal.
Yes. So for those of you who know your house music, or just your music in general, that of course was "You Make Me Feel Mighty Real" by the one and only Sylvester.
Sylvester, we love you.
Exactly. Need we say more? His success certainly paved the way for LGBTQ plus artists in music. And he was also credited for raising awareness to HIV and AIDS before his death in 1988. So to this day, that song still remains a powerhouse on dance floors all around the world. So again, thank you, Sylvester, for dropping that gem on us. We really appreciate that. So
being so unapologetically you. Thank you, sir.
Exactly. So yeah, that is where we are from this point in terms of the nostalgic songs that just, put you into a place. Like, hearing that, I wasn't born during that time, but imagine like Studio 54 having a good time, maybe even just rocking out back in the early 80s, 70s to that song. And then like you said, the Dive in the Pool. I did not know that that was the name of that song, but that is definitely another one of those that puts you into a time and a place. I mean, you can smell the place.
You can smell the men. That's what the sweat and the men you can smell with that song.
Exactly.
Because you're about to go into that pool. It's so amazing that music can like take you places. Like it could take you there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I was thinking about some music high notes that we had together. In particular, I mean the list goes on and on, but one in particular I can just remember a night in LA, and it was a Jennifer Lopez song that we just tore up the dance floor as if no one was watching. That's how it always is with us when really good music comes on. I mean, I remember also several times in Atlanta
Well,
on several dance floors dancing and just
I just feel
like that.
this day and age, like people just like laying in against the walls at clubs is like sometimes it's so sad to me. It's like, why are you so afraid to dance? Why are you so afraid to like move your body? Why are you so
Right,
afraid to even look stupid? Because sometimes when you're dancing, you might look a little dumb,
right,
but
right.
that's a part of it. Like you have to like just go with the music, and I feel like, man, I remember those days. Those days where everybody was in the dance floor. Everyone.
Uh, right. Fun
Fun
times.
time. Fun time.
All right. So should we dance on over? You like that pun?
Where are we going? Where are we going with the next song? Where are we going?
We are going to the Black and Latinx roots of house, reggaeton, and more.
Hmm.
So this is where we're going to dive a little, just a tip or toe into house music and the queer revolution. Exploring folks. Maybe Frankie Knuckles might come up.
Okay.
Not he only shaped house music and the ballroom culture that came around it. And also, this is where we will explore reggaeton. Yeah, and the Latin music that what all that brings, and um, we'll mention even hip hop, like folks like Victoria Monet and Saucy Santana, who
Yes.
are certainly out there changing the game right now.
They are being
So,
queer and unapologetic. So that's always good.
exactly, exactly. So, I'll get started with my song. This is another house anthem that dropped during the period when Black women were dominating all the genres vocally. And this person stood out for her unique vocal tone. The visuals also were visualine. She definitely helped polarize or popularize house music outside of the clubs. While this definitely it wasn't a queer anthem, it certainly became one due to its grooviness and the message of love, and certainly its popularity in gay clubs around the world. So, with that, we will play. All right.
100%.
Pure
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
And of course, that was 100% Pure Love by the very own Crystal Waters.
What else?
Definitely, she definitely better work. She got a lot of guys on the dance floor grooving, guys and girls and theys and thems on the dance
Yeah, we
floor
put that
grooving.
song in gay clubs everywhere. Everywhere.
Right?
It was like a gay song. That was like a gay song. It might not have been like called a gay song, but we claimed it.
Exactly.
We said it's
And
gay
that's the
now.
thing. Not only do we claim it, but we make things much better.
Better. It was better. What? Thanks. Yeah.
Pure love. So maybe that's how we get past this copyright. We just sing all the
Yeah,
songs.
we just sing from now on, like with our bad voices. 100%. They'll be like, please, Fernando, stop singing.
Stop. Cut.
Comment, comment,
Cut.
comment, and say, Hernando, stop singing.
Cut the tape.
Please.
All right. So what about you, sir? What is your song for this?
I think the
segment.
next song that I was saying is
No, I think you might have been saying one of two Daddy Yankee songs.
oh yeah. Do you have both?
I got both, so you just surprised me, and I gotcha. Let me
Gasolina,
stop
baby.
before I like get up and just start busting a groove. Like, no, that song. I mean, come.
Come on. Who
I mean,
doesn't know
enough
that?
said.
Who doesn't know? Who doesn't know Gasolina?
Uh, wow.
Everybody knows Gasolina. That's how the like gringo people say, "Give me some gasolina." Gasolina,
All right.
bro. That song they used to be playing at the club, and people went nuts.
Right, right. I think that is one of those songs where whenever it comes on, like no matter where you are in the club, you're like, I gotta find the dance floor. Like, let's go.
That's my
Let's.
song, girl. That's my song.
I was trying to think. There was a Janet song that was like one of those for us. Like every time it
Don't
came
stop,
on,
don't stop. The floor.
was it feedback?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
God. That's all like, why you man? What the fuck do you ignore my song though?
Exactly. So yeah, Gasolina is definitely one of those where you just
Yeah.
like stop what you're doing, find your way to the dance floor, and just have a great time.
Have a great time. Song is so amazing. I partied so much to that song. It was crazy. To like we party. We party to 11 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out of the club, when you party, you know you partied hard when you don't know what time it is, and you come out and it's you're like, what?
What the
What's going
hell?
on? Why? Why is it daylight?
Where is the daylight, my people? Where? So there's another song on your list that I feel like we just have to play it on because I'm putting it into the atmosphere and we're going to continue to put it in the atmosphere. But she will be on a guest on the I Am Just Gaying podcast. Very own Shakira.
Shakira!
Yes, yes,
My
yes.
Colombian queen.
So yeah, do you want to set up what is it? Estoy aquí?
Yeah, Zaki was honestly, I'm gonna dedicate this song to somebody very dear to my heart. This man was my best friend from the age of 7. We met in elementary school, and he bought me that CD. And because he knew I like Shakira, he liked Shakira too. He was my best friend from elementary school. His name was Rolando, and I knew in my heart that I had a crush on him. He didn't know I had a crush on him, but that song always reminds me of him because we like were getting his Mustang GT Black and play that song together and sing it out loud together. And so I think like I knew I loved him deeply. And I know he loved me too as a friend. But like Estoy Aquí by Shakira is like a core memory, one of those core memories for me.
No vendrás todo lo que fue el tiempo atrás. Sé que no regresarás lo que nos pasó jamás. Milenios no me alcanzarán para borrarte y olvidar.
Girl, that song gives me the feels. It gives me the feels, girl.
I see you were feeling it.
Gives me the
Yes.
feels, baby.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, I love that song as well. Um yeah, speaking of Shakira, she will be in Washington D.C. sort of kicking things off for World Pride. She will be in concert as a part of her world tour that is making a stop in DC during World Pride. So if you all are there, we will be there.
We will be
Come and say
there.
hi.
I'm Just Gaying will be at World Pride, baby, representing.
Yes, yes, we're gonna be at that Shakira concert, rocking out, having a good old time.
Gay old time. Gay
Oh
old
yes,
time.
a gay old time. All right. So speaking of having a gay old time, we are in a time right now where modern anthems is seeing the merging of the rising LGBTQ plus artists. I mean, we've talked about one of them on the podcast. We won't be playing any of their songs today, but Lil Nas X, and there's so many others who certainly meet this sort of segment. And you know, a lot of these songs definitely are on TikTok and YouTube. With that, you had a song that you put on here. That's my best friend. Yeah, you want to tell us about this song? This was a surprise to me, but go ahead. Yes.
You really thought it was like a surprise?
Yeah. I did not peg you as a
I did not.
Saweetie. Is
I thought you were
it
just
Saweetie? See, this is yeah.
I didn't
it's a
peg me
surprise.
either. Sir, I was very surprised when I was jamming to that song.
Right. When I was looking at the show notes, I was like, okay.
Yeah,
we'll roll with it.
It was one of those side things for me. One of these for me, like, God.
I love it. I mean, honestly, I love it. It just shows you are multifaceted.
That's yes. Yes, I am.
Yeah. I mean, I have a couple of surprises up my sleeve too, but I mean, they won't make it on this episode because that's not, what this episode is about. But there are some surprises in my music selection. I think you've heard it plenty of times on some road trips.
I've been in the car with you, and I'm like, why are we listening to this? And you're like, I love it.
Exactly. But yeah, no, we listen and we don't judge over here. So
so don't
so yeah,
me.
as
don't judge me, audience, but I love this song.
Right, as I set it up, tell us why you love this song so much.
Because that's my best friend. She's a real bad bitch. That's my best friend. Girl, that's my best friend. That's who I am at the club with my bestie. She gets 2 drinks in, she starts twerking, baby. Yes, 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 yes.
That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2, 3 drinks and twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, drive her own car. She don't need no lift in a strip club. No, my girl gon' sit. Now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in.
Beep, beep. Is that my bestie in the Tesla? I know in my heart. I know in my heart.
That's why it surprised me, because I know you in music, like when you like something, like you're invested. So that's why I'm like, wow, he is invested in this.
Invested?
But again, we listen and we do not judge.
We do this with like
which is again just the beauty of this friendship is the diversity,
diversity. And you know me playing that song in the car with my windows down in Hialeah, and I'm like, imagine? Do you imagine me in Hialeah with my windows down?
Yes, I can imagine. That's what I mean by you're invested, and so it colors all facets of your life. So yes, all of it, all of it. OMG, OMG, OMG! I love it. All right, so yeah, so my song, one, I'll say it's a song, but it's actually a moment. And I'll dive into that. But the next song that you will have the pleasure of hearing, is Beyonce's Cozy. I mean, come on now. It literally was, one of the anthems of, what is that, 2022, when the very illustrious, the Queen, Beyonce, dropped Renaissance, which certainly became an homage to Black queer dance culture. It was a love letter to the community, and it was built around the club scene. And this particular song, Cozy, it features trans and ballroom icon T.S. Madison. So give it up for T.S. Madison. Yes, yes. Yeah, and you'll hear the voice at the beginning of the song. But really, the entire Renaissance album, it draws heavy and gives honor and reverence to house, bounce, and also disco music. So really appreciate Beyonce for that. Really appreciate that. Exactly, that cultural moment. So yeah, so with that, we're going to play parts of Cozy.
This a reminder.
Am I look on you, you back up from the words that you say? Okay, yeah. Kiss my stars because I love what they make. Oh, yeah. She's a god, she's a hero.
Okay, Beyonce. Oh, I see you. I see you, Beyonce.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the album, the moment of Renaissance was just amazing. I had the pleasure of experiencing night 2 of Renaissance in Atlanta. Just one of those epic moments. It truly was a moment, yeah, that I will never forget. So
That's amazing.
thank you, Queen Beyonce,
You
for
feel great,
that.
baby.
Yes. I cannot with you. Cut the tape. Cut the tape. Cut the tape. I will not. I will not.
You gotta give
Not.
some props too. I be scared.
Yeah, maybe one day we're gonna dive into that. We're gonna sit you down on the couch and we're gonna dive into that. But not today. We're not doing that today. All right, so we're gonna roll on over before we get canceled
Yeah, for real.
to the power of music and queer joy and resilience. And really, this is about how music is used in celebrations, protests, as well as healing spaces within our community, as well as music in spaces such as Pride, queer clubs, and cultural events. And I think you have a great song that is definitely having its moment right now. So do you want to set up?
Am I doing chaperone? Chaperone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chaperone. Let me tell you something about chaperone though. Like, I want to say this, like, you gotta, like, at first it doesn't seem like it is. But once you dive deeper, she is. She is giving you, like, fight all the time. Because she's telling you, like, be who you are, but fight for who you are. Because it's not just being, it's fighting, which is what I feel like we need to be doing in this day and age, right now, today, in this country. Like, so many people are saying, like, I want to leave. And I'm like, I don't want to leave. I want to stay. I want to stay and fight for my country. So Chaperone gives me all of that in this song that you're about, Pink Pony Club. Like, I think I feel that song in a fight. Be who you are and fight for it and go for your dreams. So, Pink Pony Club, baby.
You're a pink pony girl when you dance at the club, mama. I'm just on stage in my house. It's where I belong, down at the
I want to go to that club.
I feel like we've been to that club.
Oh, we've been
Like,
to several. Oh,
right. We've been to that club.
Bulldogs in
Not only
Atlanta
have
is
we
my
been
pink
to
pony
it,
club.
right? Not only have we been to it, like we created that club. Like every time we would go out, it's just like it's definitely a pink pony club moment.
Bulldogs was my pink pony club in ATL. I got kicked out of there twice, by the way. And I came back in.
Again, cut the tape, people. That is another episode in itself. Yeah.
With me, bouncers. So many memories.
Exactly. So yeah, my song is, I mean, it's not current, but I mean, if you play it, it is, because it's one of those timeless songs. This song came out in 2017. It was part of the film The Greatest Showman, and I think enough said. Like, This Is Me is the song. Exactly. It's, another one of those powerhouse anthems where the lyrics are speaking directly to, things like being excluded and pride and being brave. I mean, it's just another one of those powerhouse songs. And so with that, we will play This Is Me.
No one will love you as you are, but I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we live freedom. When it's wanna cut me down, I'm gonna sit around. Are you whatever you are you who I'm meant to be?
Yeah.
Yes, I love it. By Kayla Settles. Just an amazing voice. Yeah, a quick story about that song. So I got an award back in 2018 for my work in diversity, equity, and inclusion, because I was doing this work way back then.
Mhm.
And they had asked, like, what is your walk up song when you come and get the award? And that was the song that I chose. And I was like, why did I do this? Because I mean, it's such an emotional song. So by the time I got on stage, it was a full on
Waterworks.
meltdown. It was like, well, Rahshek, why did you do that?
You know what? That's great that you did it, because you wouldn't have ever. You know what? That's the testament of how you changed. Let's just testify. Let's take it back to church. Let's take it to church, because I know you for so long now. Will you have picked that choice 15 years ago? That song? No, you wouldn't have. You would have picked some random song just to like. But now you were in your feels now, because you've changed so much, and now you like your feels. You
Right.
like them. You like your feels.
I like it. I like it a
You
lot.
like them your feels. You're like, oh my god, I can't believe I watched it. Oh, maybe anyways, but thank you.
Exactly.
I'm glad you picked that song and you got in your feels in front of
Yeah.
all those people. I'm glad you did that, because that's so vulnerable and so beautiful.
Right.
So
Yeah. No, it was a beautiful moment. Yeah. So, well, folks, I mean, wow, we flew through this episode.
bro,
It
I feel
was
like, really, we started? We're already done? It's finished?
right. Exactly.
We finished episode 9 of the
Like Janet would say, "This is it. That's the end.
no more songs. We are gonna give you more
That's the
songs,
end."
people. We are gonna give you a playlist of what we just played and a couple of more songs, so you guys can think about us when you're listening to that playlist. And comment, subscribe, talk about the playlist, give us suggestions about music that make you get in your feels, or make you feel happy or excited, or remind you of something. Because that's what we're all about. We're all here to share music with each other. And like Rahshek said at the beginning, it really is like, it cuts the divide between people, just music. So that's amazing.
Absolutely. You know, before we get up on out of here, we definitely got to pause for our queer moment of joy. And so for me, it's going to be a song that came out in 2022 from the Minions soundtrack. I mean, the Minions, like, who doesn't love the Minions? And I like to play this song whenever I need just a moment of joy. And that song is Turn Up the Sunshine by, I mean, it features Diana Ross. Like, do we need to
Oh my
say
God,
more?
that's it. You don't have to say anything else. You said Diana Ross.
We can make it further, be running, and don't look back. It's the light at the end of the tunnel if you stay on track. But I know when
And people, that's all you get because we're not trying to get in trouble.
We'll get in trouble. But again, we are going to give you that song on the playlist so you guys can jam.
Yes, we definitely will add that to our playlist for you all to discover. So yeah, what is your queer moment of joy?
My
This
queer
week.
moment of joy this week would be oh, hello, Ernie, my puppy.
Oh
Dad,
my
I got a smell.
gosh.
He's so fucking cute. I love it. He's my
Oh
baby.
my gosh. Oh,
I'm like Obama.
he is adorable.
I squeeze him and I love him and I kiss him and I tell him I want to squeeze him to death and I love him. Ernie, my brown,
Yes.
green-eyed schnauzer, fancy.
He is so fancy. And I mean, of course, I'm biased because I have my own schnauzer as
We're
well.
brothers
Sir
from another
Braxton.
mother.
Exactly. No, dogs definitely always queer moments of joy or just joy
Always.
in general. Like and definitely queer moments of joy. Whenever I walk Braxton, I don't know if you've found this yet, but like people go ape shit over dog like schnauzers.
Girl, I get the only boys.
Yeah.
I was
See,
at Petco and this guy, woo, woo, woo.
yeah.
Gotta
No. See, I would love that. So it sounds like Ernie is more well behaved than Braxton because
Oh,
Ernie is not a pandemic dog. So Braxton is a pandemic dog and he was not socialized around people. And boys, girls, well, we're just gonna talk about the boys. Fine boys that come up and like want to start a conversation about him or Braxton is not with the shits
or he's like,
at all. Yes. Yes. Yes.
no, Ernie just there's and looks at them like, hello, sir. And I'm like, oh, you like
Exactly. Ernie is being the wingman, doing what he's
your
supposed to do.
sir.
Exactly.
And I'm like, this is like, I approve.
See, yeah, not Sir Braxton. He wants none of it. And he's like, you're not having any parts of it either. Exactly.
Like your daddy.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So, no, with that, we have reached the end of this very fun episode. I mean, it flew by.
Really?
Exactly. We thank you all for joining us on this ride and this episode. I mean, we loved it. I mean, hopefully you did too. Rhythms of Pride, the soundtrack of Black and Latinx queer joy. With that, don't forget to follow us on all the socials, follow us on all the podcast platforms.
Mhm.
We really appreciate you. We will be back soon with episode 10. Episode 10,
almost
like
done.
we are almost done with season 1. We said that we were going to wrap things up with season 1 with episode 12. Before we go, I almost forgot. We are launching a contest, if you will, viewer's choice. So we have one more episode after this that will drop, which will be episode 10. But
Mhm.
episode 11, Your girls are out of ideas, so we need you. Yes,
We need some help.
I'm talking to you. You right there. I'm talking to you.
You right there.
We need you to help us identify what we should talk about on episode 11.
Your choice.
Viewers' choice. It is
Yep.
your choice. Exactly. Yeah, viewers and listener choice, because yeah, we're diverse over here. So some people watch us, some people listen. So yes, more to come on that. Follow the socials. And we'll just say there definitely will be some sort of celebratory prize connected to it. And in addition, if you are comfortable, we actually would invite you to be on that episode as well. So look out for that. Please participate in that, because we need an episode 11. Otherwise, we can't make it to episode 12. So
Right.
again, thank you all. We appreciate your support. And with that, bye-bye.
Bye.
That's it for today's episode of I'm Just Gaying. Thank you so much for tuning in and sharing this space with us.
And if you love what you heard, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your favorite friends. It keeps the conversation going.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok for now, because we don't know where it's going, and Twitter, also known as X, at I'm Just Gaying, for behind-the-scenes moments, episode updates, and more queer joy.
And until next time, remember to live authentically, love unapologetically, and always celebrate queer joy.
Because we're just gaying, and so are you.